Alright, what's up guys? I've been sick for about the last week straight. It's been pretty terrible, but been starting to finally recover, I think, which is nice. The flu really got me. I don't think I've ever had the flu for as long as I have. And it's annoying because it was right in the middle of when I was finalizing the paid template as well as the new SEO audit course. So right now I'm going to be spending some time putting some final touches on the new paid SEO template, which, as some of you guys know, come with the paid template comes with a bunch of tutorials explaining how to use it, which is nice. And a little bummed about ManyChat. I think I'm not going to be able to do the alerts anymore after the 15th, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. The paid I don't know how many people are going to be on a Tuesday at 8:30 right now, but we'll see. And a little bummed about ManyChat. I think I'm not going to be able to do the alerts anymore after the 15th. So I'll kind of show you guys what I got so far. And it is what it is. Where we're at with the paid template. I don't know how many people are going to be on a Tuesday at 8:30 right now, but we'll see. A little bummed about ManyChat. I think I'm not going to be able to do the alerts anymore after the 15th. So I'll kind of show you guys what I got so far. Just gotta finish sharing this over here real quick. It is what it is. Where we're at with the paid template. I don't know how many people are going to be on a Tuesday at 8:30 right now, but we'll see. What's up, Diz? All right, so right now, here's the paid template. I'm gonna start putting the videos in here. I'm wondering if I should I'll just do the video links up here. And let's go to YouTube to start grabbing those. I got an echo. Testing. Maybe that's better now. Probably no echo now. That's because I had audio on YouTube, I believe. What's up, Trio? All right, so if we go to the channel, I can start pulling some of these videos into here. All right, so on page basics, let's grab that link and see if I can just Control L maybe. I wonder what the hotkey is for insert link. Oh, Control K. Okay, there's that one. And let's get this one next. Site architecture tutorials done. SEO on page tutorials done. Indexation tutorial is done. Google Search Console tutorial is done. And Google Analytics. Same. Same as above. Schema markup tutorial, I believe, is done. Whoops. One's supposed to be white text. Oh well. Just turn it black. All right. I just finished the plugin tutorial. Let's go ahead and upload that. Where did I put that? I think this is it. Hold on. Press only if you're going to be... Yeah, so that one is that. 6 plugins. I don't know how I feel about the new uploading system on YouTube. Seems kind of odd. What's up, Anna? All right, plugins is done. Let's go into the next one. Just Google My Business. Take my video down, or my camera down, so I can do it without that. All right, so now we're going to be covering Google My Business optimization. We're going to talk about the differences between physical and service address, making sure you have your name, address, phone number correctly listed in local relevant websites, as well as on your own website. Talk about categories, responding to reviews, so on and so on. So first of all, physical address versus service location. Do you get a ranking benefit? And the answer is probably. Having a physical address is supposed to be just helpful for Google and the user to be able to know where you're at. And it's just another place that you can actually have your citation, which a citation is your name, address, phone number, or website showing on the internet. So if you can, you want to list your address as a physical address. However, you can also get away with having a service location. And the way you set a service location is when you're setting up your Google My Business, you just check that you serve customers in your area, not at your address, and it won't show your address on the map. And so I've actually done this for a lot of different websites, for iPhone repair sites, computer repair, web design, and still ranked as a service area without having the physical address. But obviously, if you can have the physical address, it's better. So correct hours is obviously important. You want to be able to list your hours on your website to be the same as whatever your Google My Business hours are. So if you're open 24/7, you just want to make sure you're listing that somewhere in your footer or something on your website, as well as whatever other local indexing platform you're going to be putting your information on. Multiple categories. Obviously, you just want to choose one main category for Google My Business. The way I choose it is I just figure out what everybody else is ranking for. So if I wanted to go for, like, let's say web design in Colorado Springs. I'm going to figure out what the top categories are that people are going for, and I'm usually just going to make that my main category, and then my secondary category will be the whatever's the most next applicable. Responding to reviews, apparently you don't get a true benefit for your local rankings unless you respond to your reviews. The way you do that is you just go to your Google My Business. You're going to click on the business you want to respond to the reviews on. And you don't have to say anything crazy. You don't have to keyword stuff or any of that stuff. You can just go to your reviews and just say thanks for leaving a review. This doesn't have any apparently, so we'll go to a different listing. And oops, meant to click on manage locations. Something like this. And we already responded to all these reviews for the client that we're working with. But you can see here we just say thanks. Nothing special. But you do want to respond to those if you can. Keyword stuff, title tags. So if you have a business that says like Roof Repair Squad, best roofers in Texas, that's bad. You want to take that out. You want to just only list whatever the business name is. Otherwise, you can get that removed and taken down. You don't want that to happen. Using posting capabilities is supposed to help kind of get your relevancy and freshness going. And so the way you can post update is you can see here there's a bunch of different options. You can add an update, maybe like a picture, talk about an event, a new offer, a product you have, so on and so on. So if you can utilize this, probably a good idea. I don't know if it's going to really help you a ton, but I don't see why that you wouldn't want to start using that. Answering questions. So if people are asking questions on your Google My Business, then obviously you're going to want to try to answer those. I think it somewhere in here under like insights or posts. No. I usually just see it on the Google My Business itself. So if I type in like Chase Reiner, sometimes I'll have questions and then I can respond to them through there. So see all questions, and then you can answer them through there. Next, we got using promotions. That just has to do with paid stuff, I believe, on Google My Business. If you are going to be doing local targeting, might be a good idea to start doing like local extensions and stuff. But that's sort of up to you on what you want to, whether you want to do that or not. Continually posting content usually just has to do with using the post capability and whether you're using that or not. And your images. So you usually want to have images of your people working and you, if you have any, if you're part of working for that company. And then especially you want to have inside and outside location photos. So even if you don't have like an actual local business and it's just like a house, I would still take pictures of like the door and like anything that's going to be like maybe like outside like driveway or something. I did this for web design Colorado Springs, and even though it's a service area and it's listing my parents' home, I still went and took pictures and I named these file URLs, you know, outside of office, you know, bathroom picture in office, so on and so on, because Google does want to see these things. It helps you rank higher generally just by having actual business location pictures, which you can see this is the only one that actually looks like a real building exists here at the address. So that's kind of the basics to Google My Business optimization. The next real thing that you want to think about is the citations, which are right here. And the way I check citations is I use something called White Spark. You generally want to have more citations than your competitors. The more industry specific or niche specific, local specific, or just overall just good citations, the better. And the way you can check how strong a citation is basically is if you go to local citation finder, press launch, you're going to take your area. So I would do United States, and Colorado Springs. Enter the key phrase. I will do web design and search. It takes a second to load. If it doesn't pop up in here with your listing, like if your listing isn't one of the 10 that pop up in here, then you can business search it, and you can just find the business by going into here and just typing in all the business information. But ideally you don't have to do that. And once that's done loading, what will happen is you'll see a list. Here's a search that I already did of all the people ranking and the amount of citations they have. And if you use the pro version, which you don't need, but if you want to, it'll actually show you what these citations are and how powerful they are. What I use is a guy called Citation Builder Pro. If you type in Citation Builder Pro Chase Reiner, you should be able to find a package that you can get a special deal on. And this guy just builds all my citations for me. That's why I tell people about this. And he builds them for free basically for me. And so you can order like 100 citations, and usually that's a pretty good place to start. You can also go to a website called moz.com/local and press check my presence. You put in your address and everything, and then it'll show you how your listing's doing on like the most relevant indexing places. Might be a good idea as well, but ideally you just want to have a consistent name, address, phone number, and you don't want to have low citation counts. So that's local Google My Business optimization. Pretty much everything you need to know about that, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, so that's the... So I just did part 7. Let me get part 6 for the plugins and put that here. How's everybody in chat? Give me a 1 in chat if you're feeling okay. Unlike me, who's sick. We'll upload this next one. Legit had the flu since last Tuesday. It's been terrible. All right, so now we're going to be covering Google My Business optimization. Not made for kids. It's weird that you have to check that it's not made for kids. We got some ones. Michael, Diz, Roy. What's the difference between this and the existing template? So the existing template is just the template that you see here. The new template's basically a bunch of videos explaining how to do each section, as well as how to do all 4 phases as well. There's going to be a video for each phase. And then it's also with a course that I just finished that is supposed to teach you the business side of doing audits and how to make a full-time income doing them. So you're ideally supposed to take all 4, all of the videos all together and watch them in tandem. And it's supposed to give you everything you need to know to do all these audits and to be able to take this template and just apply it to your own stuff. And to be honest, plugins should just have this in there as well, but whatever. Okay, so Google My Business optimization done. What's up, Anson? Take ginger with lemon. I've been taking everything under the sun. I've been like on so many different medications lately. I'm drinking tea right now. It's kind of nice. Jim says, hey Chase, so all these videos you're currently recording on using the template will be public even for those No, so I'm just doing a few of these live because I have a lot more to go, and I'm just giving people sort of a teaser on these videos. There's currently like going to be probably 30 videos total that people aren't going to be able to see, and out of that maybe they'll see a few for free, but even then it's not going to be that helpful when they can only see a couple. All right, so let's do page speed. All right, so page speed optimization. Now, I'm in no way an expert at doing page speed optimization, which is why I actually paid somebody on my YouTube channel to do a full, complete run through. If you want to learn how to do all this page speed optimization yourself, type in Chase Reiner page speed optimization, and you can find the video that talks about right here everything you need to know in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Let me see what the exact time was that. It's about 57 minutes. It's a really good video. This guy, Chris, kind of just goes over all the different things you need to know. He's really good at page speed optimization, so I would watch that if you want to do a lot of this stuff yourself. I usually just check this stuff off, and then I'll have a web designer go and fix this stuff for me. So I use GT metrics. You can use whatever you'd like. You can take the tool Pingdom, I believe it's called, and use that. But I just like to use GT metrics. It's sort of the gold standard for me, and it's fast. So what I'll do is, in order to check page speed, I'll just go to GT metrics, type in chasereiner.com, let it load. And as it loads, I'll start talking about this stuff. So the results scan link, this is where you're just going to put the output link that this will give you, the hosting name plus the server speed. You can get that through here. If you go to waterfall, it should show you the time that it takes to reach the first byte, which usually has to do with the hosting loading first. So I believe we're at 1.6 seconds. Don't quote me on that. I usually just check this off. The fastest way to do this is if it's slower than 2.5 seconds, then I'll just put a Z here on all of these, and I'll just mark it off. Now, if you're going to be doing the page speed yourself, then you might want to go in and sort of put more notes in here and kind of check each one of these. But I don't really spend a lot of time doing this, again, because it's something that I give to somebody else. I'll explain to you kind of what each of these things mean, though. So the hosting name plus the server speed, that's obviously just how long it takes the server to load, and the name of the hosting. You can look up the hosting name as well by typing in who is, and then just looking up the website, and it'll tell you who they're being hosted by. Generally, I like to go with something like SiteGround. SiteGround's a really good place to, you can see here, name server SiteGround is a good place to have to buy hosting. And then I'll buy most of my domains just off GoDaddy, because GoDaddy is just really easy to buy domains off of. Overall page speed, timings, and requests, that's kind of just what we talked about back when we had GT metrics up, and looks like we lost it, so we'll just reopen it here. And you can see here it's again 3.2 seconds, so obviously if we can get it to 2.5, that would be better. Image compression, so if you can see here, if not all the images are being compressed, and that's something you'd probably want to do. Browser caching, this is just to help store previous versions of your website, so people don't have to keep reloading them every time they hit the website. gzip compression, JS and CSS minification, basically just is for compressing your files on your website in your code so that the website loads faster. And then a CDN, or a content delivery network, is supposed to help just deliver your content faster using outside resources like Cloudflare or whatever. Again, I'm not a professional at any of that stuff, so we're just gonna kind of try to ignore some of this. But yeah, if you want to get a better sort of tutorial going in more depth, I would go check out that other tutorial. Web design, so we'll just cover this. So obviously mobile friendly. One of the quickest ways to check this is just to go to the website and see if it is responsive, meaning if it responds to you dragging and dropping it like this. That's the easiest way. The other way, you could just type in on Google, is my site mobile friendly, and Google will has like a is my site mobile friendly, has like some sort of thing for this, yeah, that you can just test. And yeah, it says page is mobile friendly. Site search, this is sometimes important to have on your website because it just lets you actually track when people are typing in certain things on Google or on your website. And sometimes that's helpful, not always necessary, especially on local type websites, stuff like that. Breadcrumbs, that's just so people can tell where they're at on the website. I think on my website, I took them off because I was having some UX problems, but ideally you would have like a path where people can see that, oh, they're right here. I'll show you. Yoast.com actually has it set up pretty well. So if we go to here, you can see this is what breadcrumbs look like, and they have it implemented pretty well. Looks good. So if you want to click back to one of their tags or their SEO blog, you can do that easily. And breadcrumbs are something that I probably would recommend doing on your website if you get the chance to do. Social media on website, it's pretty obvious. I don't think we need to talk about what that means, but obviously if you have social profiles, you'd probably want to link them in the footer or somewhere. CTA above the fold for highest traffic pages. So this has to do more with like phase 2 type stuff, which we'll cover in a little bit. But what you want is you want to have your website have buttons for the high traffic pages. So if I know that like my SEO audit page has a lot of traffic, or my homepage has a lot of traffic, I want to have a button above the fold, meaning people don't have to scroll below this fold right here in order to get to whatever the thing is that I'm offering. Proper navigation, also self-explanatory. You know, obviously, if your menus are confusing and don't make sense, then that's going to hurt the user experience. And then accelerated mobile pages, you'd only really want to worry about that if you had a news website. And you can use a plugin to implement AMP. I just type in AMP for WordPress on the plugins, and you can pretty much get it if you are working with a news website. So there you have it. Those are the page speed and web design topics in this template. We will be probably adding a lot more into this template in the near future, so make sure you stick around for that. And now we'll be covering the 4 different phases as well as the content audit. And yeah, so we'll see you in phase 1. All right, so there's that. There that is. Yeah, I kind of spent a lot of time on this program. I didn't realize that I'd be doing as many videos as I agreed to, but it's okay because I think it's helpful to finally have all of this done. All right, so 8 will be web design or page speed and web design. Has anybody gone through the videos in the program yet? Out of curiosity. Put Google My Business optimization. Citations. Went through all 8. What'd you guys think? Obviously, they were kind of quick, but they should lay the stage pretty well for once you get through this template part. Betray never got the email with them. You should just have them in Teachable once you log into Teachable. They is good. Nice. Get the shareable link for this one. Yeah, all of this would have been done a lot sooner, but I wound up getting the flu for like ever, which is super annoying. But at least this first section is done now. So I'm going to upload this first section now into Teachable. I'll probably do all the 4 phases tomorrow. Door-to-door sales for offering an audit sounds baller. Oh, you like that part? You should do it, honestly. I was doing that and it works. Like not door-to-door, but like kind of. Like anywhere I'd book an appointment, like at a restaurant or something, or like anywhere I would go out to, I would just offer them audits. Like I don't see why not. It's not that big of a deal. Let me see if I can get my login. Where the schmeck did I put that login? Shoot me a link to your Discord. You sound a little congested. I am. I've been sick for so long. I'll get you the link to Discord. Just put it in chat. Ugh. Add file. Okay, at least that's on there now. All right. So now we have the download. Let me just create a new. Oops. So anybody who has this now can grab that in here. Like I said, I'm going to probably finish adding the other 4 phases into this. So you can understand how to operate each of the 4 phases plus the content audit, because that does get confusing. And then in the future, I'll probably also be updating this template with even more stuff. The confusing thing is, do I want to keep adding stuff in here and then have to create new videos for that? Because that does get really annoying. Or do I just create update videos talking about the new template with all the new additions, so that way I don't have to do it every single time? The choices. Probably gonna end up doing that, and then every like 6 months or whatever, I'll just redo all the videos. But usually it's not very necessary, unless I'm just doing like new updates. Gotta figure that out. So yeah, there's just a quick intro so you guys can kind of know what's been going on. Sort of a quick video. I'm still not feeling very well, so I'm going to finish this up tomorrow and take a nap right now because I'm still feeling sick. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you until then. Happy SEOing. Bye.